much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Cards are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Cade York to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw, caught by Ellis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Raiders at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk, Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1.
60 Bobcats, 60, Mustang 19.
On the draw, here's Genty. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and a couple.
Viking 18.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Dante Thornton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 14. Cardinals 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. You look at this Raiders defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Somebody gotta do it, I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it, I take a G, hey.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
But somebody gotta do it, got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Gets it quickly out wide to Fulton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
19. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tackle 80.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll run straight into a wall of tenders at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Broncos. 19. Ready. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the yards there. This methodical drive continues.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
At the 9-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Come on, come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
70 range. Cougar 19. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Musgrave's got it out right. And he takes a pretty good lift there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Genty will score. Touchdown Raiders.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Cardinals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Murray. Taking a shot for Dell here. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the gun, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's to Bowers once again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. McConkey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 7.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as we get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is now underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard
line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cougar 19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Powering forward. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot and couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a toss to Jeanty, headed right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Ashton Jeanty. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders start the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has actually carved up the secondary. They clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Quinn. And he's going to give this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
First down, Arizona.
To throw is Murray. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Murray going to throw. That's complete to Dell.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 5. And that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Now Murray again. And the Raiders have got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
That's one.
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Raiders take
Now, I guess
over
we're at the
first
point of the
and
game
10
where they do need to
at their
open up
own
the
8-yard
playbook a
line.
little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second and 7.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On the give, Giunti. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd and 5. Throw caught by Musgrave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, Giunti. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this offense on 3rd down today can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now a handoff to Giunti. And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the zone read, a give to Giunti. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Giunti with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cardinals 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And down he goes, brought down the Rams side. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man, Dell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now it's Genty. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
The Raider first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard
run. It's Genty. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight takes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
60 by 6. Go!
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Rig alert! Rig alert! 18 cards, 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect set. And the ball is knocked down. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game is not going to help them improve.
Give them 12 yards that time, and Las Vegas first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that.
They'll run on first down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to